Hey folks, sorry for not being posting for a while, about a month or so, but last month Next.js is upgraded from 13 to 14 and my website traffic dropped, so I had to really sit down and analyze everything and migrate from pages directory to app router and also from Next.js 13 to 14. Finally, everything is moved. I see traffic is slowly restoring, so now it's nice and dandy and I can come back to YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about my eToro portfolio and see you how it's performing. And luckily, after 3 red months, it's going up. And yeah, just let me switch to my screen and show you. Now let's take a look at the portfolio. While eToro showed that I made almost 90% during the last months, this is not true. I think the real percentage is around 11 or 12% or about 10. But I think this is some kind of a glitch on eToro side, but I didn't want to wait any longer because it's already December 4th. And yeah, just going through my portfolio, and as you can see, the best year was 2020, where I made almost 60%. Then was 21, which was kind of mediocre, and then war started in Ukraine because of Russia aggression, and I lost 30% of my portfolio. And this year I recovered about, as I mentioned it, 10 or 12%, but we'll see how we will finish December. I hope it will be positive, but on the other hand, the market is on local highs, so we might see some reversal, but we'll see. And let's dive into the portfolio. And as you can see, I quite heavily invested during the post-COVID time into IPACs or startups. That's why I have a really huge drawdown here with quite a lot of money invested. So as someone said, the real investor is that one who faced 2 crises or 2 market drawdowns, and I'm one of them. So I was in 2020 and 2022, so that's why I learned my lessons, and now know what to do or what should I don't do when the market is going down. And slowly but surely I'm rebalancing my portfolio from riskier assets to safer, but because I am kind of middle to long-term investor, I didn't want to just close these positions. And also it doesn't make sense because as you can see, here has already lost almost 90%. So if I close down, I will get my a couple of bucks back, so it won't help. And instead, I'd rather just leave these positions until it goes up, and then I will close in profit and then rebalance and buy some other assets from different stocks or sectors or whatever. And as you can see, Palantir is going more or less well. So it's just minus 34% on average. If I click here, you will see that I have several positions open, and same for the other stocks. So the closest one, as you can see, is 19% drawdown. So yeah, over time I will rebalance the portfolio as I'm doing so. And now let's take a look on the overall portfolio risk and how to say the allocation. So here is more or less the same as you saw before. The most assets invested a few years ago into Nikola and Limonade and also Amwell, as well as Fastly and Palantir, but I hope I will decrease money allocated to those companies, and my target is to see numbers here below 5 at least, or even less. So the more diversified portfolio I will have, the better. And now let's take a look at the allocation. And sorry, it was exposure, not allocation. As you can see, now I moved almost half of my portfolio into ETFs, and also I have 40% in stocks. There is unfortunately no separate item for bonds, but usually ETFs means like stocks ETFs and bonds ETFs. So I invested in both of them. I still have some money in indices, but I think I will be going from indexes because they don't pay any dividends and also require quite a lot of money, because if I want to buy an index on eToro without leverage, I had to invest $1,000, and if I want to average down, so I need even more. Instead, I would prefer to buy just SPY ETF or some other ETFs that covers the same index. And same for commodities. I still have invested in, I think, let's see, it was platinum, but I'm not sure if I'm continuing to invest in commodities like directly, because the same reason as indexes. I need quite a lot of money to invest in one deal, and it's way too much for me. And crypto also, I will be going out from crypto on eToro because of too high commissions. When you open position, you have almost immediately minus 4% for the deal, and this is too much. And also I invested or prefer to invest in crypto on just crypto exchanges instead of eToro. And yeah, as you can see here, the most money invested in Maker, also in some memcoin Doge, and then some in Bitcoin. But as I said, I will be just closing out these positions in profit, and that's it about the story of my portfolio on eToro. Another thing I wanted to show you, and what was recommended to me when doing the portfolio analysis and overview, I've asked Google Bart, to which I switched from ChatGPT, and he suggested to talk about my portfolio performance per sector, but unfortunately there is no such possibility to do so on eToro. I am still building my own tool to be able to better analyze my performance, but it's still in progress and this functionality is still not ready. So instead I decided to just go to investing.com, create a watch list with sector ETFs, and just switch to the performance tab and show you what was the performance of them for the last month. And as you can see, only energy sector was closed in red, minus almost 2%, and all other sectors were going up, because previously during the last 3 months before, August, September and October, market was going down, and in October it's recovered. And from what I saw in the past, if I take a look at the performance, September historically is the worst month. So I thought this year actually that I will be shorting maybe, or just buying inverse ETFs in August, but unfortunately right on the 1st of August the market started to drop, and that's just how it turned on. So basically, for you to understand, the September is usually a red month for stocks, so you can switch your portfolio into more selling or just inverse ETFs, as I told you. And sometimes it might touch the other months, like months before, August, like this year, and October. This year was the worst, as you can see, because previously my portfolio in even previous year, only August and September was red, and August and September was red, and October is green. And before it was just 1 month, only September red, and here just anyway. And this year we had a strike like 3 red months, and only after that it's recovered. But as you can see, in 2020 my portfolio made a maximum for the last month, almost 24%. Don't like this number. I think they will correct the bug, and it will show you like proper percentage around 12 or something like that. So yeah, that's it about my thoughts. And during the next months, I mean this month actually, December, I think the market will go more or less the same way, so it won't be going up too much. I don't see any room there. So actually, let's take a look at the chart. So here is this P500 chart, and as you can see, we touched the support level, which was formed by actually these two lows, but it just went a bit lower. So I think technically I should create a trend line like this, or support level just using these lows because that one is not known when that one is formed. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, it was touching the same support, but actually market went lower, and now is facing one of the strongest resistance lines, which was formed here and here and here. So I expect that market really can go down, and I hope not, but it really can. So it can go from this to this level and then continue going up. But that means if the market is going to reverse right now, and yeah, it might be that we will close December in minus, and the worst case where we can go, if you take a look at the previous levels, so yeah, maybe even higher. Maybe let's see if it's yeah, here, yeah, this I think the most probabilistic situation that we will be going down to about 4,400. That would be next support level for SP 500 if the market continue or actually reverse and will go down. So 4,400 will be a support level in this case, and we can place buy limit orders and expect that it will reverse from here and go up, but nobody knows. So yeah, I think that's it for today about my portfolio. So as I said, nobody knows the future, but I hope we will close December in green and see you in the next months. I mean, in the portfolio update, but for sure I will be posting other videos during the months. So see you in the next one. Ciao.